for everything sci-fi-fantasy, geek culture. That's right, technology. Today we have here
Dayveonne Bussey.
Smooth head Corey Davis.
That's right.
You can kick rocks, Corey.
All
Might
right,
hurt
guys.
itself.
So today we're going to talk about a lot of different things. One of those is the wrap-up, the finale of Wandavision, cancel culture, and if we have some time, bologna sandwiches. I don't know if we'll have
No.
time
No.
No? Okay.
Coming
Let's-
to America, part 2.
Oh,
We're going
okay.
to discuss that.
All right. So let's start out with let's start with WandaVision. Yeah, let's start out with WandaVision. So we're done here, right? Like no more.
Yeah.
The
Well,
season is over?
no, we're not. We're not done. We're not done.
Okay.
It's not.
All right.
This was just a prequel of what's to come.
All right. Spoiler alert with WandaVision.
Spoiler.
You could just
Spoilers.
fast forward like 5 minutes if you don't want to hear about this. All right. So overall, I started out having some problems with the series, and then I started to enjoy it. Yep. Thank you, Cor, for pushing that along. And Dayveonne,
me.
you were what about to say? I got you, man. Dayveonne was very supportive. They kind of walked me through the debacle of the first couple episodes, but then started getting really clever. And then the last 2 episodes. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So overall, what do you guys think of it? And was it good for you?
Corey first.
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. The themes were very deep. There were multiple themes throughout this whole entire series. Besides Wanda's grief, besides Vision trying to figure out who he is. Miranda. Wow, where did I get Miranda? Monica Rambeau coming into her own. Every character had a purpose. Agatha had a purpose. It was just a very well written show. I understand people didn't get the first 2 episodes, but the final 2 episodes of the season kind of tied in why they were necessary. It laid the framework for the series, and I thought it was genius. I loved it. 10 out of 10.
Okay.
You said 10 out of 10. Oh, shut my mouth. All right. Mm-hmm.
10 G's. Okay.
Yeah. Your turn, Dayveonne.
Okay. We'll leave the suspense. The first couple of episodes, I loved it. It was like a good starter. Then we get to the middle where the meat of the whole series kicks in, where you start to basically get thrown in these little Easter eggs throughout the commercial, through the show, and you're like, oh my God, they mentioned this, they mentioned that, they mentioned this. It's like all over the place, and you're like, oh my God, is we gonna have what's going to be more to come? Then we had the ending, and I'm going to let people know. Yes, I made a bad prediction of the endings. Okay. I will accept that. I thought we was going to have cameos. Guess what? We didn't have cameos, but it was still a good show because of the fact that it still gave us an idea of what's to come in the MC universe. It's preparing us more than just this. What was it? Oh, it's preparing us more to just Ant-Man and what's the other one? The Multiverse of Madness. It also is preparing us to maybe Internals.
Awesome.
There's a lot. Yeah, it also mentioned a couple of things for Internals. So it's basically a prequel to what's to come for the major films that they're trying to push at this moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's the best way I could put it. And my view on this particular series, I will give it a 20G.
That's my man.
20G. Geeks?
I mean, 1 out of 10, and you go 20G.
I go 20G, man. 20G
Now, what is
because
that?
I'm so.
What does that mean between
20G
1%?
means no. 20G means that I'm more amped than ever for the MCE universe, and I'm amped about Phase 4.
You know, I would appreciate more if you said you loved the 3000.
Nice.
You know what? You got that one. You got that off. I'll give you that one.
However, that had nothing to do with the show. But
Yeah, exactly.
No, not at all. Not at all. But you see where I was going with it, folks.
No, we see where you was going, but it was just too late.
Well, you know, it's never too late for sexiness. You know what I mean? I'm bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing over there. So I would say this, man. I would say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. I would say this definitely opens the door to more magic. And that's what we want this all to be about. This is the door. Because we got the sci-fi kind of thing, the alien thing with the Eternals. And that door has been open, closed, sideways, touched upon, left alone, so much there. But the magic, we only really explored that really when it comes to Doctor Strange, which I believe they're filming right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
No, I think they filmed it last year.
Are they finished? Oh, they finished.
We don't know yet.
wow, that's amazing. If they're done, wow. They're done. And now, speaking of stuff that's coming out, no, doesn't like the, what's that lady's name again? The Black Widow.
Yes.
When is that supposed to be released?
Well, from what we hear, it got pushed back again.
From May?
Yep.
Wow.
What's
They
the
really
date?
want that to be in theaters.
They really want Black Widow. And I'm going to be honest, what it is a lot of films, they really want it to be in theaters. And the issue is, because of this pandemic, it kind of overhauled a lot of films. Now, the ones that HBO Max and Warner Brothers did a contract with, they're going to continue doing it in theaters, but they're also going to make it comfortable for those who are uncomfortable, and they're going to watch it from home. But you don't have to pay the extra fee like you would do, like what Disney did with Milan, which is like $20 or $30 to basically watch.
Right. And The Last Dragon.
Huh?
Or the newest movie that just came out, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah.
So what's the incentive there? Because, I mean, if you had a choice between going to the theaters and seeing it at home, how many people will just opt to see it in the theaters?
Well, I'm going to speak. Let me answer this one, Corey. You may disagree, but what's going to happen is, and this is just a stock prediction, because I'm already looking at my stock right now, and AMC is going up big time. So, rumor has it that I'm really going to say, by the summer of this year, you're going to have booming mass people going to the movie theaters, starting this summer. In masses. Because people are tired, they miss the movie theaters, they're willing to pay the extra popcorn. Because a lot of people do not want to watch certain things on the television, while certain films are not fit for TV. It's all about the experience. I'm going by your reference, Corey. Like King Kong versus Godzilla. That's a theater movie. That is something where I could see myself with a big thing of jug of popcorn, and I probably snuck a couple of bottles of Pepsi, and I'm just like this throughout the whole entire movie, enjoying my experience with King Kong versus Godzilla.
A hunk of jungle love.
Same thing with Mortal Kombat. I feel the same way with, I gotta throw Mortal Kombat in there. That's the thing I feel like. I gotta have my big jug of popcorn and my snuck in 20-liter bottle of Pepsi.
We do not consider taking in snacks to movie theaters.
Yeah, for all those kids watching this here, I want you to know sometimes you gotta watch people do silly stuff and say, hey, that's silly. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to be like him when I grow up. I'm gonna do the right thing.
Well, at least I paid for the popcorn at the theater. I just not gonna pay to think. I have my own reasons why I don't drink Walsis sodas.
So you might as well pirate movies if you're gonna cut them off.
I'm not pirating movies. No, I think it makes a sacrifice.
All right.
Either back to the thing. I'm not sure if there's going to be a huge influx of people. Yes, things will open up, but that doesn't make it come like safe 100%. If you're vaccinated, you still can, carry it and all this other stuff. Just be mindful. Just be careful. I will, however, say that depending on the movie, Judas and the Black Messiah, releasing in theaters and as well as on HBO, did fairly well, whereas Raya and The Last Dragon technically is a flop because it was released on Disney Plus as well as the theater. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag. Depending on the movie, it may work itself out. Depending on the budget, depending on how many people are actually going to risk going to theaters. It's a lot of unknowns and a lot of variables that we can't really comprehend at this point. So I don't think that's a fair assessment to say. Even though stocks are going up, will people turn out? Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's make a little transition here. Something. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Can I add one thing?
You sure can.
If you bring free stuff to offer people to come to the theaters, they will come. AMC, take my word. You bring free stuff to people, they will come. I'm just joking, guys.
It's all right, because most people probably couldn't hear what you said. So, that microphone, you should use a Mac, man.
You know what? Shut up about my computer.
All right, now.
Oh.
So now let's talk about something that's very dear to my heart, Coming to America. Coming to America 2 is now out, and there's a lot going on there. There's a lot that I have to say that probably will not be said on any other program that you'll hear first. But I'll let you go first, Corey.
Before you add that, we have a comment from You Have to Watch This Pod. That person said, last year, my local drive-in theater played classic films. I'm really looking forward to them showing new stuff this year. So that's always an option as well.
Yeah.
They also want to say they heard Dayveonne.
Oh, wow. All right. See, Dayveonne, you were heard. You were seen and you were heard. You were heard.
Unlike y'all two trying to play me out saying y'all couldn't hear me.
All right. So now, back to things that are more important than his emotional outbreak. We're going to talk about Coming to America 2. Coming to America 2. Now, I'm going to jump in. I just want to be controversial on this one because it's how I feel. It was lovely to see a whole bunch of famous people that we love. It's nice to see so many people coming from the first rendition of Coming to America. I'm seeing them again. That was really nice. But I don't like some of the themes that were displayed here. Like, for instance, his eldest daughter. Are they trying to say that a sister needs to just stand back and be supportive of a brother trying to doing his thing? That she needs to step aside and let him shine when she knows she is more qualified? When she knows that she paid her dues? I don't know about that. Also, there was no paternity test. How does he even know that's his child? Also, another issue. By the way, this is a spoiler in case you didn't see it. Oh well. But when you watch it, you'll think about these things. Also, I have another issue. The king was drugged. He was date raped. Okay, that was not positive. That was not positive at all. He was date raped. And then had a child, allegedly his child. We don't know if it's his child. These are problems that I have in here. Also, do we really need that romance? Did we really need it? Was it really that important? I think the real story was his eldest daughter not getting a shot of running the country, even though she was well prepared and she focused all her life on it. We didn't really need that little love thing. Did he really need to fall in love with the hairdresser? Really? That wasn't necessary. All right, I feel like I'm in grade school again. Go ahead, Dayveonne.
I feel like I gotta raise my hand. Okay, so, spoiler alert. I'm gonna let everybody, it's gonna be a spoiler alert. There was other stuff I picked up too, where how did the barbers didn't die in 30 years? Think about it.
No.
How old were the barbers? They were the same age, and then come back 30 years later, they're the same age.
So if they were 50 and 60 in
They
the
were
first,
not 50.
okay, so if they were 60, 70, and the point
Dude.
of this film that it takes place exactly 33 years later, they would be 100. That's not fair to
So
say.
you
And
telling me
also,
100-year-old barber will still cut your hair?
yeah, why not?
All right. So that's Corey. So Corey would allow a 100-year-old barber to cut his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Geeks,
I'm talking about drugs, abuse, assault,
well, Corey,
and
wait,
sexism, and you're talking about
no,
ageism, really?
wait, yeah.
Let's not,
that
okay.
plays a
Anything
part.
else? Anything else there?
Yes, it's other stuff.
Go for it.
And the
Quickly.
fight scene. Wait. Let me finish. You got your shine to shine. Let me finish.
Today, though.
Okay.
Today.
So, and the other. Excuse me. Stop talking. Stay in your lane. All right. So, like I said, there are other scenes like the fight choreography in the beginning with the sticks. I noticed one scene where the girl did a backflip. Did anybody pick up on the role where she did the backflip and the wig fell off?
No, we're watching that deeply.
I was. That was a little minor editing messed up on the film. And my other issue was there were too many cameos in the dark. So I had to agree with Geeks. There were too many cameos. That was unnecessary. That basically took the focus away from the actual story.
Well, I didn't necessarily say that. I said there were a lot. I appreciated them, but they were overpowering. I'll give you that.
No, it was too many, and I'm saying it. It was too many cameos, and I understand what Eddie Murphy was doing, but there were too many cameos in this film that overshadowed the movie, the story behind this film. Meaning, I felt as though if they focused more on the story, that probably would have helped what you said, like the whole DNA test to prove that this was his son. Also, they could have helped with a couple of things, like the whole relationship, like a side story with the whole relationship with him and the barber. So it could have been explained more.
I feel totally that relationship wasn't even necessary.
No, it could have, like, you could do something like that. I could see something like that. You say it's unnecessary, and I say it is. It's like tomato.
No, it's not tomato. It's straight up opinion. But I would say this: the reason why, excuse me, Corey, hold on 1 second. The reason why I say that is because that should have been a minor story, and the main story it's really about his daughter. Because if you look at it in the beginning, it's all about the daughter not getting her shot, and at the end she got her shot. But in the middle, we didn't develop her character at all. So it's like you started A, and then you landed right back on A, but you messed around with B the whole part of the film. See what I'm saying?
Okay, let's hear Corey's side, because we never got to Corey's side. Geeks.
You only say that because you have no rebuttal. Go ahead, Geeks. Go ahead, Corey.
I feel like there were a lot of, but the main point of this film was to combat the themes of the first coming to America as well as current generation coming to America. So a lot of things that were acceptable 30 years ago, they obviously went into play. However, some of those things I felt were appropriate. Like you had a one night stand. However it may have happened, I don't think he was date raped or whatever. There have been plenty of people who got drunk one night and had a kid. It's a normal thing. I don't want to say normal, but it happens a lot. And
you're teetering right now, boy. You're teetering right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going back. So even though it happens, and you have two people who say, yes, it did happen, and let's go forward with that, especially in the Black community, I thought that was very responsible and appropriate to blend 30 years of, I guess, stereotypes, as well as bringing it current to our generation today. So that balance of, is a woman going to play side role? I don't think she necessarily played side role because she was, like you said, strong enough, and they praised her the entire film. They never really diminished her. But I see what you're saying. They didn't give her the light as well as some other characters should have. Is that oversight or was that planned? I think it still went with the story. And overall, there were some problems, but I thought it was still enjoyable to mix, like I said, 30 years versus today generation. Climate, I guess I should say.
Message.
Well,
No.
overall, I say, listen, this is a classic property. There are a lot of good moments. Coming to America was the first time we saw, in a positive, humorous light, a whole bunch of royal black people of African descent. I mean,
Right.
the impact of this film was as large as, and actually opened the way for a Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The first time we saw choreography, having like jazz and like traditional African dancing, and then the first time we saw like this huge budget. I mean, this was a large budget going back in the day. This is 30 some odd years, if you think about it. So listen, there are great moments here. Those are just the little bones that I had to pick with it.
Uh-huh.
But I think people should see it, support it, But I'm glad it wasn't in theaters, because not so much, man.
It would have bombed.
Now, I will say, we do have notes in the chat by you have to watch this pod. I want a barber with experience going towards Corey, but a 90-plus-year-old might be pushing it.
I don't know. Like, if you've gone to your barber for your entire life and they're still cutting hair, people equate that to the doctor. I've been seeing this doctor since I was a kid. He may be 90. As long as he has his facilities and can still operate, you'll still see him. Why not?
So, okay, so if he have arthritis and he like doing this
That's
with
not
the
facility.
clippers,
That's not facility.
you're like, all right, Corey, you just gotta stand still.
Or just move with it. I'm just saying.
Hey, Geeks, would you have a 90-plus-year-old barber? You do have hair.
Yeah, I believe it, Corey. If he can still do it, he can still do the trick. Then yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm down for it. I'm not
Good luck.
afraid.
If he can still line you up straighter than a straight ruler, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
He's gonna line you up,
Yep,
all
yep,
right.
yep.
You're looking like Jigsaw. Keep playing. But okay, go back to what we were talking about. So how would y'all rate this movie?
7.
7 G's. Corey?
I concur. I think that's a fair assessment. It was a great first watch. Would I watch it again if it was on? Was it necessary? 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 G.
I thought you were gonna rate it higher. That defense was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That defense was crazy. What's happening?
I'm gonna give it a 6G due to the fact that, like I told people, it was too many cameos. Like, it was unnecessary cameos to me. You had Shirley Caesar, you had Salt and Pepper, you had Morgan Freeman, you had Kembe Mutombo.
yeah.
It was like certain people
Was that that rapper
I
in there
couldn't
too?
understand why, but
Was that
Huh?
rapper the one with the beard?
oh, Rick Ross.
Yeah,
But
Rick Ross was, but that was his house.
Yeah, but that was his house.
In real life?
They filmed it at his house.
Yeah, that was his house.
What part
Mhm.
was they filmed in his house?
The
Outside.
mansion. The mansion is Rick Ross's house.
Like where like Akeem and all them live is his house?
Yes, they used
Yes.
Rick Ross's house for the palace.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got another chat from you have to watch this pod. Wait, Morgan Freeman showed up? I really need to see this.
Morgan Freeman was in it. Literally everyone was in it.
Yeah. Now the ending I liked. I did like the ending.
All I gotta say is
How
that
they
dress.
Huh?
That dress.
What happened?
That dress was amazing.
Now I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. That white dress.
Wait, white dress.
And I'm gonna.
I was talking red dress.
Oh yeah, that was great too.
Oh.
But that white dress. You know what I'm talking about. Yep. Think about it.
Wait. You talking about the girl that was playing Wesley Snipes' daughter?
Yep.
Oh yeah. That was like the highlight of the. That I could say was the highlight of the film was who played her.
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor. I have to say, her, Wesley Snipes, definitely Wesley Snipes saved the film, because Wesley Snipes played a goofy, funny African.
Was he supposed to be like a Idi Amin type of person?
He was supposed to be a dictator, like one of those warrior, like militant type guys.
The best part of it is called Nextdoria. I think that's great. That's great. Was that in the original one? Nextdoria?
What?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But Tiana Taylor, oh my God!
I don't know. I was like, go ahead.
No, yeah, Tiana Taylor, when she came in, I was like biting my lip, like, yo, this chick is bad, like bad.
But
And
the
then
thing
when
is, Dayveonne, would you have chosen her or True Love, Dayveonne?
Like the real Tiana Taylor, I would rather get to know the real Tiana Taylor. Now, the character she portrayed, no. Because anybody that pretty much has to be forced into marriage because of cultural stance, saying I gotta marry you because it's whatever my parents wish for you, because we have to combine nations or combine as an alliance, I feel as though there gotta be some type of connection for me to actually marry.
Oh, you're so sweet, Dayveonne. Give everyone your social media, Dayveonne. You're so cute.
It is Dayveonne Bussey on Instagram.
And you're another bald guy over there.
Me, you can find me at IMGT3 on all of the things.
And you can find all of us on GEEKCASTER on IG. That's right, GeekCaster.com. You can check out all the episodes, and I think we're doing clips on IG now. So if you want to see the whole episodes, you got to go to GeekCaster.com. All right. All right, guys. We're gonna dance it out here. We're gonna rock it out here.